Brainiac has finally arrived. What's up, guys? Welcome to Comic Chronicles. The 5th season of Harley Quinn is awesome and has definitely surpassed seasons 3 and 4. After taking down Floronic Man, Harley and Ivy get teleported to Brainiac's ship. But what's this villain's game plan with our two main gals? What's Brainiac's origin story? Stick with me in this video because this Brainiac has some Easter eggs straight from the comics back in the Silver Age, and he's got some cool details that you won't want to miss. So, make sure to stay tuned, and don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell because there's a lot of exciting stuff coming from both DC and Marvel, and I'm gonna bring it all to you. You've got to subscribe with that bell turned on so you won't miss any updates. Thanks a bunch, and let's dive into the recap and review. Years ago on the planet Kalu, we get the origin of Brainiac, who's celebrating a promotion at work, where he's in charge of gathering intel, analyzing resources, organizations, and extraterrestrial systems. Next, we see what looks like a typical family routine: Brainiac being the workaholic dad who's hardly home, his wife is the stay-at-home mom who's all about the neighborhood gossip, and their teenage son who just can't connect with Brainiac and feels like he's never living up to his dad's expectations. While chatting with his boss, Brainiac gets assigned a mission to head to the planet Brainiac and collect a weapon that can shrink matter. Then, there's a moment where he dances in the kitchen with his wife, and she expresses concern about their son's behavior and urges Brainiac to try to connect with him. Brainiac tries to talk to his son, but it just leads to more arguments, ending in a classic "my house, my rules" debate. The next day, Brainiac says goodbye to his family and embarks on the mission, but when he comes back after completing it, he's heartbroken to find his planet and family completely destroyed. From then on, Brainiac vows to roam the universe, filled with rage against imperfections. As he flies through space, Brainiac stumbles upon Krypton and notices its perfect standards and the planet's core about to explode. Seeing the potential of Kandor, he decides to shrink the city, bottle it up with the weapon he collected during his last mission, saving the Kryptonian species before the planet goes boom. After his success, he continues traveling through the cosmos, doing the same with many planets. Still, he grows bored since he can't find any challenges until he finds Earth. According to Brainiac's stats, Earth has just 8% perfection, and with the low evolution of the Earthlings at only 2%, now that sounds like a challenge to him, especially seeing Metropolis at 20% development. So here we are, back at the end of the last episode, where Harley and Ivy are teleported to Brainiac's ship. The villain wants to take out Harley because he thinks she's too chaotic and is messing with his plans for achieving perfection in Metropolis. Before Brainiac can destroy her, Lena, Lex Luthor's sister, jumps in to remind him of their deal. She takes care of the humans, and he handles everything else. Lena also claims she's going to whip Harley into shape and threatens to spill the beans about Brainiac's plan to the humans if he doesn't play nice. So, Brainiac wipes Harley and Ivy's memories until the moment they off Woodrue. The two return to their apartment, celebrating their victory over Woodrue with a little dinner. Suddenly, Lena pops up in their apartment to check on them and says she likes them too much to let them leave the city. After she leaves, Harley and Ivy discuss changing the apartment locks and get back to talking about dinner. But Harley notices something feels off, and the episode wraps up with her playing with her food, forming it into a skull shape like Brainiac's ship on her plate. Man, that episode was pretty cool and ended up being something a bit different from what we've seen lately in this animation. A neat detail from Brainiac's backstory is the scene where he's in space with Coco, his pet monkey, shrinking civilizations and bottling them, something that's become a hallmark of this villain. The whole shrinking and bottling thing with Coco is a direct nod to Brainiac's debut in the comics, which happened back in Action Comics number 242. In that story, after dealing with Brainiac, Superman retrieves the bottled city of Kandor and takes it to the Fortress of Solitude to hopefully help restore it one day. Recently, Brainiac has been getting some great exposure from DC over the last few years. He was the main villain in Injustice 2, featured in the failed Suicide Squad game, and was also the primary threat in the second season of My Adventures with Superman. On the Batman side, Clayface has been the go-to villain lately, while Brainiac represents Superman's side. I feel like they're building up to finally bring Brainiac into a future Superman film. I just mentioned Clayface, who already has a movie confirmed in James Gunn's DCU, so it wouldn't shock me if Brainiac suddenly popped up in the second or third Superman film. He's a fantastic villain and definitely deserves a spot on the big screen. Unlike Floronic Man, whom Harley and Ivy have already defeated and probably won't make a return in the series, Brainiac remains the main threat, and this involvement with Lena Luthor has me curious about her true motives in making a deal with him. So, we'll just have to wait for the next episodes to see how everything unfolds, including whether Bruce Wayne will go back to being Batman since he's not acting like the Caped Crusader anymore and has abandoned Gotham City. Thanks for being here with me in this video. Drop your thoughts about this episode in the comments. Did you enjoy Brainiac's origin story? Is he your favorite Superman villain? Let me know below, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell because there's a lot of great stuff coming out from both DC and Marvel, and I'll keep you in the loop on everything. Don't forget to check out these 2 videos. The first one is about the Superman Brainiac comic. It's the complete story of that great comic. The second one is a top 10 of Superman's greatest villains. It's a fun watch. Do you think you know all of them in the top 10? Tune in to find out. Thanks again, and see you in the next video.